seems like Leah Thomas's
What? Speak up.
Every day it seems like Leah Thomas's fellow athletes get more and more transphobic. Now they're saying they're uncomfortable sharing a changing room with her. You know, it's one thing to say that it has something to do with her speed. Like, that's transphobic too. But I can kind of understand it coming from a place of ignorance and not transphobia. However, this is just blatant transphobia. Nothing to do with her swimming, nothing to do with her abilities. They just don't want to be around trans people. You know, UPenn, if you really want to show your support for Leah, kick these transphobic girls off the team. They're the problem.
Bullshit.
It's not because the other ladies in the locker room are transphobic. It's because of this.
We are uncomfortable in our own locker room. Leah Thomas' UPenn teammate tells how the trans swimmer doesn't always cover up her male genitals when changing, and their concerns are ignored by their coach.
If you are a woman and you wish to feel comfortable in a changing room designated for women, then how would you feel if a guy walked in there completely nude and unashamed of his autonomy? Would you feel uncomfortable? Well, Leah Thomas and her ilk doesn't think that you should.
Oh, but it gets worse. One of her teammates stated, "It's definitely awkward because Leah still has male body parts and is still attracted to women. It's really upsetting because Leah doesn't seem to care how it makes anyone else feel," the swimmer continued. "The 35 of us are just supposed to accept being uncomfortable in our own space and locker room for, the feelings of one." So here we have a sports competitor who identifies as female,
who is still attracted to women. A person who wishes to unashamedly get changed in a female locker room. Do I really have to spell this out? What happens when someone who is essentially a biological male becomes aroused by the opposite sex? Yeah, a lot of blood pumps and gets sent to a particular organ. Imagine being a woman having to deal with that in a supposedly all-women's changing room. So yeah, I think they have every fucking right to feel uncomfortable.
This is just blatant transphobia.
Nope, it really fucking isn't.
Nothing to do with her swimming, nothing to do with her abilities.
Well, yeah, it does have something to do with her swimming and abilities. But it also has to do with someone flapping out their ding-dong in front of women.
And then calling people transphobic if they object.
If you really want to show your support for Leah, kick these transphobic girls off the team. They're the problem.
Yeah, that's a damn good idea.
Any woman or female participant who feels uncomfortable about seeing a big old ding-dong in their changing rooms, absolutely walk out. If you're a female sports participant who has put in the hours and the work and the blood, sweat and tears to do your best, only to see whatever you can do smashed by someone who is biologically male, then walk the fuck out. At this point, you cannot be a supporter of trans people and women because both ideologies are diametrically opposed. Especially within this context. If we now live in a world where you cannot possibly define what a woman is, then how the hell are you supposed to make this work?